Good morning.
Good morning. Right now, we're driving again as usual. It's another weekend. A little behind the scenes of how it works for us. Kaylee works all week long, and weekends are our only time to really go out and explore. And while the town we're in is awesome, a lot of the best things to do don't really open up till it gets a little warmer because it's very mountainy. So we had to take little drives to get to some good stuff. And we're in desperate need of some supplies that small town Wyoming can't provide us. So we're on the way to Casper. And it looks like it's a pretty big city. They got Home Depots and Walmarts and hotels and
Target.
And Target. Sorry, the windshield's dirty.
Figures.
A lot of water there. This is a reservoir. Boysen State Park, Boysen Reservoir. Some of the best trout fishing in Wyoming's on the other side of the dam that makes this thing.
We'll probably explore the state park at some point.
Oh, for sure. So, we made it to Casper. Pretty uneventful drive. There was some nice scenery a little bit. I guess some stuff to explore maybe if we had nothing to do. But we're at the mall, which looks like it's a dying mall. JCPenney's doesn't exist anymore. That's the main entrance behind us.
There's like 10 cars here.
Yeah. We know they have a Dick's. We know they have a Bed Bath & Beyond. Both places we want to go. But the town's got 55,000 people. And it looks pretty cool. There's a giant mountain over here. It's covered in clouds right now. And yeah, you're getting it. Now we're gonna go in the mall. So we just decided to randomly take some road to the top of a mountain, and it was steep. We got up here quick. It's beautiful. We passed some county park that has some waterfall trails, or the Rotary Park. You could see the waterfall from the road. It was beautiful. I don't know what's going to be at the top of the mountain. This isn't even the top.
And that's Casper, right?
Yep. Good morning, everybody.
Howdy.
She's already becoming Wyoming.
I'm a mountain woman now.
Day 2 of our Casper trip. We head back today. Last night we watched a UFC fight. Sad to see Michael Chandler lose. We went to the mall, did a bunch of shopping yesterday. I got some wading boots. Traveled up to the top of that mountain. And today it's really rainy and dreary. So it doesn't look like outdoors is going to be the best option. So I think we're going to go to the #1 rated activity in this town based on like TripAdvisor and every website. And it's some National Historic Trails. It's not a museum. It says
Pioneer Museum, right?
No, that's in
Sorry,
town.
JK.
It's an interpretive center, but it's supposed to be free and it's listed as the best thing to do here. So I'm excited because we haven't been to anything like that since we've been out here.
Yeah, we're gonna go check it out.
Yeah, we'll see you there. trails came through Casper, and there's a dedicated spot in each section of the museum for each trail.
And the middle has a movie, and I'm really excited
we're gonna see
about
the
it.
movie in like 20 minutes.
Holy cow, there's people everywhere.
Bison teeth necklace.
Show the shoe.
Look at that. This whole thing. I don't know if it's recreated, but like a spoon for water. It's amazing.
Oh, that's so sad.
It's a long story, but I'm just putting together just a brief idea of, what the instructions was the way we were told. The Arapaho was given instructions on how to live, and how he was going to live, and where he was going to live. And the instruction was to the map or whatever was taken from.
The museum's pretty cool. It has a bunch of like pullouts that you can read.
Mm-hmm.
Things to turn. Oh, he's so cute. Look at him.
Chief Washakie was the chief of an eastern Shoshone tribe called the Snakes. He was known as a diplomat and a friend to the white man. He had been real close friends with Brigham Young and Jim Bridger, and so strong was his trust in his men that he converted to each of their religions respectively.
Will you keep hitting that for me? Wow.
So they went up there through the Tetons. Like that's the route we took, because the Tetons, I think, are here. Jim Bridger, I've heard that name before.
Yeah, I have too.
Oh, he discovered the Great Salt Lake.
Very cool. Wow. Rediscover South Pass in 1824.
And comes back east to tell people about it. The first wagon goes through the South Pass.
I thought that was freaking crazy.
Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
Oh, couldn't make it. Go back.
Wow.
Attention visitors, our feature presentation first steps to the west will begin in about 2 minutes.
Here we go.
The theater auditorium, if you wish.
Dreary wastes covered only with sage and greenery.
The same thing over and over again.
The Platte had become familiar.
On this very hill, looking down on the wide, muddy North Platte River, with Deer Creek to the east and the Red Buttes to the west, you go to watch the pioneers pass. Life set out on different trails west to Oregon for land, to the Great Salt Lake for religious freedom, or to California to strike it rich. But whatever their final destination, their paths converged here, in what is now known as Casper, for the final crossing of the North Platte River.
else like to take a wagon ride?
Yes.
Yes, we would.
We've. Oh god. We're trying to cross the river.
Just stay in the wagon. John, you okay? No, just stuck in a rock. Can I help you out at all? Okay. Well, then get a move on. We got wagons coming through. Listen, no matter what happens. Come on now. Hey, we get to the top of this line. You over there, you help everybody out of the wagon. You over there, you help me build a fire. Try me out. Doing my best hand.
Oh, we made it though.
Turn it down.
So this says that they used to tie a ribbon to the wheel, and a child would walk next to the wagon and count how many times it spun around to know how far they traveled. Until they invented the first odometer. Look at this thing. It spins and it has numbers that tell you mileage, and that little thing catches. So you rotate, it catches, it spins down there, and it causes this to spin. You can't even see it because 1/10 of a mile would be so far. That's so crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. They were so much smarter back then.
Let's see a bullet.
Does it have to turn on? Oh.
Is it hard?
Ace over here, it lights up really fast. You have to walk.
Yeah, you're slow.
For children. Oh god.
No, I think it's meant for you.
2,000 miles? I think I need a little padding.
Is it heavy?
I mean, the overall weight is not that heavy.
Typically had water, coffee, whiskey. That's all you need. Bacon? Psh, yes. Is there room for me? Wells Fargo.
Another ride.
All right, people, let's get this coach loaded. We got to get back on the road. People, come this way, please. Everybody seated in there? All situated?
We're good.
All right, Curly, Dan, let's go. We got a 10-mile run ahead of us.
Curly and Dan.
All right, folks, hang on. We're moving.
Oh, my clothes are so dusty.
Ladies.
Mom, look at our coast station.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, we got some trouble.
Heard stories of the shaggy beasts, but I've never seen any in their native habitat.
When we came west, we had to stop several times because the herd were blocking.
Check slot C.
$7 for every 10 words.
Oh my gosh. In 1861, that's probably very expensive. Doug's talking to the pronghorn. He's looking at him.
Mr. Pronghorn. Hey. How are you doing? Hey.
We loved it.
Yeah, very cool. It was a lot of reading, but they definitely put a lot of money into that place. The only downside for me personally is I wish there had been more like historic artifacts. I was kind of expecting like pocket watches and guns and stuff from the trails.
Yeah, like stuff that they actually found.
But they had a lot of interactive exhibits. It was pretty cool.
We got to take a wagon ride through the river.
Yes.
Kids would love that. And then you could ride on the Pony Express.
The rest probably wouldn't be great for kids because it's so much reading.
Yeah, I suppose if your kid wants you to read to them, maybe.
Yeah, if they're interested.
Yeah. But there was a 17-minute video that was really cool, and they had like little sculptures and stuff that kind of went with the video, so that was awesome.
Seems like they play it every half hour.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, so now we're on our way back to the RV, but there was 2 routes to get to Casper. We took the northern route, which seemed very boring, and the southern route looks like it goes through some mountains and follows some rivers and everything, and it turns out there are multiple historic trail sites along that route that we found out from the museum. So we're going to stop and see them. One of them, probably one of the most prominent things in the area, I think, Independence Rock. It's where all the travelers left their mark, their names, the dates they were there, everything. So I'm really excited for that.
I'm excited for that too.
And it's like 50 miles away, so.
Yeah, if you're in the area, plan to do both, I would say.
Yes.
So we'll see you there.
Okay.
All right, so off in the distance, Independence Rock.
Yeah, it's a really rocky section of mountains.
There. And you can see Devil's Gate, which is, where's my finger? Up there. Right there.
It's a very beautiful area.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lake again.
Continue for half a mile. Head west toward Wyoming 220 west, then turn right onto Wyoming 220 east.
It says you can walk on it, but don't mark on it. There it is. Look how close parking is. Very nice. We love easy stuff.
Thanks. Gonna go pet the cow, right?
Is that the leg of a cow? Is it?
Yes. It's a baby cow.
I wonder if a coyote got it. Probably too many people screwed it up. Look at the rest. So they put that marker there in 1914. That's it. Talking about the Independence Rock Preservation. National Historic Places. Yeah, I don't think any of these are the old ones, right? These are probably more modern. And they put all these plaques on here for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go take a look around.
Okay. Oh, that's the remains of that sign right there.
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised if up under those ledges you can see some stuff.
You want to go up there?
Yeah, but I'm wondering.
We're
if there's
pretty.
better spots.
Like a pretty area.
Yeah, I want to go up there. Cows can't get here. Should I keep going?
I don't know, whatever you want.
Well, are you going to try to come up?
I'll try.
Sadly, Kaylee couldn't come up to the top because she only had sandals on. I had a hard enough time making it with loose sneakers on. And boy, was I winded. The cherry on top, of course, was that I didn't bring my phone with me, so I got absolutely no video of what the top looked like. And I about gave Kaylee a heart attack when she couldn't see me at all for 15 minutes and thought I fell to my death. While I was up there, I saw one specific name that was in a real cool spot at an indentation where there was some water pooled. It was from the 1840s, and I really wanted to try to get a picture of it. So we sent the drone up into the air, and I tried to find it again, and I was successful. The name was Milo J. Ayer. I did a little Google research, and his name came up instantly. On findagrave.com, you can see a little bit of information about him, and someone else posted a photo of his name in the rock at Independence Rock. Pretty interesting. I'm sorry in advance for the wind noise you're about to experience. When we're recording, we don't know how the audio sounds, and when it's over, we have to live with what we got. So please bear with us. So this is Independence Rock. It's over 6,000 feet above sea level, 136 feet tall at its highest point, and the hike around it is over a mile. I can tell you from experience, it's not super easy to get up there.
You need gym shoes.
Yeah, my shoes weren't tight, but you need tight, good gym shoes. And bring your camera, which I didn't. There's definitely some marks around the base because every single person, practically, that went west in the 1800s went past this rock, because this is the route that takes you through a mountain pass called South Pass in Wyoming. In this 2-week period, in one summer, over 20,000 people came past this rock. Crazy. All of the best marks that I saw so far were at the very top, so it's worth the hike. I saw some from 1840s. Crazy. So yeah, you can park right here, right there. All the plaques and everything were made by the state in the 1900s. They're not, to me, it's not very special. The good stuff is the hand-carved stuff.
Yeah.
And there's some other cool stuff up there too. There was a commemorative flag put in. There's a base in the ground. The flag's not there, but some group did it. And I noticed some things. There was some people, a lot of 1969 people for some reason. And like there were big peace signs everywhere.
Cool.
It's like a yearbook of our country. It's pretty cool.
Well, we got some drone footage, so enjoy that.
Yeah. Come out and see it. It's easy. Why not? Free. So Devil's Gate is a very known place out here also along the trail. What we're not sure about is if they passed through Devil's Gate or if they just used it as a mark, like on where to go. Because I'm pretty sure the other side, this is one half of Devil's Gate here, and the other side, there's another path through. But this road comes right through here. And it follows the trail. This is a grave from like, what, 1849, July. And they found the grave because somebody who traveled through here in the 1850s made a sketch describing where it was and what it was, and some historian found it, and they found this. It's crazy. You can barely make out anything on the rock now.
Yeah.
But it had enough information to know from journals people wrote, the party that they were with, when he died, how he died, everything. That's one of those signs that marks the Oregon Trail, so I don't know if that's what this walkway is. I don't know. Mormons probably take care of this.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
You see it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Visitor
Operated
center.
by Jesus Church
Close.
of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Closed. Free admissions.
Devil's Gate too.
What?
Okay, so where we just were, we were right. It's across the rocks from Devil's Gate. And apparently the Mormon Church owns this land and they maintain a visitor center so you can actually see Devil's Gate and the Martin's Cove, which we saw a little documentary inside the museum. It was a bunch of Mormons pulling hand carts with all their lives across the country on their way to Salt Lake City. They got caught in a freak snowstorm, and Brigham Young sent a bunch of people to rescue them, and they all took shelter in this cove before going on to Utah. It was something like 150 out of 600 people died.
So sad.
Yeah.
Look, it's so pretty.
What a crazy formation. It's got to be that a stream runs through it to do that.
We're gonna find out.
That's Mormon Cove there.
Martin's.
Oh, Martin's Cove. And that's Devil's Gate. This is where they sought shelter from the storm. Beautiful stream running through it. We're definitely going to come back here because it seems like there's like some hikes and stuff you can do, and some monuments.
I'd love to hike up through Devil's Gate.
Yeah, that looks
but
awesome.
We're in a time crunch now, okay?
Yeah, she works tomorrow. It's 2:45 in the afternoon. We got a ways to get home.
Yeah.
But we're close enough to come back.
Yeah.
1/4 mile.
The clouds like make it look fake.
So they're definitely not doing anything. Look, graves.
To the pioneers buried here.
On the Thompson Ranch, Ezra Meeker often visited this spot. Who's Ezra Meeker? I bet he's some founding father. Martin's Cove seemed pretty closed down for the day. It's a Sunday, so that doesn't surprise me at all. We definitely want to come back. We noticed that name on those gravestones as we were leaving. Ezra Meeker. Once again, I went to the Google, and he came up right away also. He had a whole Wikipedia page. A fairly prominent person. Apparently, he crossed the Oregon Trail when he was a child, and he decided that as he got older, people were forgetting the trail ever existed. So he dedicated the rest of his life to making monuments and going to communities to build up tourism around the Oregon Trail. And for all I know, we might not have seen everything we've seen today if it wasn't for him. Thanks everyone for watching another long video. Whenever we do something like the Trail Museum that we really enjoyed, we can't help but show all the cool things that we saw while we were there. So thanks for bearing with us. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you're ever in Casper, we hope you got some good ideas of things to do. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next week.